and he featured Walasi Manifest. And nobody knows tomorrow, yes. Or say it's a camera mine and him send the baby and carton the jump. You get it? It means that life happens, and so anytime life happens to you, you need to stand firm and do good, because you know nobody knows tomorrow. This is the Matters Arising segment of the Healthy Morning Show, and I will be doing this with Savara as usual. And so, yes, Savara will take us through the first thing that we have.
Yes, but before we move to the front pages of the newspapers today, we have a press release that was issued by the Concerned Drivers Association of Ghana, and then they released a joint press statement that was yesterday, the 11th of April 2024, and if I may read, it says, reminder, notice of transport fare increment. This is to remind Ghanaians of the planned upward adjustment in transport fares across the country by transport operators. However, we have resolved to have a 20% increment across board for all transport services. This increment shall take effect from Saturday, April 13th, 2024. We wish to draw the attention of Ghanaians to the fact that it has been extremely difficult discussing with government concerning the transport fares increment, unlike during the era of former Presidents Rawlings, Kufuor, Mills and Mahama, even though there has been unprecedented increment in the prices of petrol, spare parts and others. We entreat all our drivers to abide by just the increment stated above, and also urge our dear passengers to cooperate with our drivers across the country. Thank you. Signed, Pawuli, the national chairman, and also we have Naba Nana Uredu, and also we have Yao Berima and David, who is also the PRO. So this is actually a joint press statement that was issued yesterday by the Concerned Drivers Association of Ghana, and they are saying that whether we like it or not, it is their decision. This time they are going to increase the fare. So we are looking at an increment from tomorrow being Saturday, the 13th of April 2024. They are asking us to cooperate as passengers, and also the drivers to go ahead and then make sure that the 20% will be 20%. They shouldn't add more or reduce it. So let's see what happens.
Per the presser, you know, they actually told us that they are going to meet the transport ministry to actually deliberate on how they can work around this thing, whether there should be an increment or not. But you see, before that, they even said that whether they meet the ministry or not, they are still going to increase it. Yes. But as to what percentage? And so I think the last time I said that I do not think they meeting the ministry will do anything or bring out any positive thing. And of course, yesterday they sent the presser that they've met the ministry, but the demeanor and approach of the ministry does not really tell anything positive, that they are willing to make them reduce or even stay as how the fare is actually at now. And so definitely they are going to increase it by 20%. And so from now, if I think we can calculate. So let's say if from your place to your work it's actually 5 cedis. So it means that 20% of say 10 cedis is 2 cedis. So it means that if you were paying 10 cedis, you are going to pay what? 2 cedis in addition to the 10 cedis. So it's going to be 12 cedis. So it means that if the transport fare is actually 5 cedis, then there's 1 cedi addition. And so yes, so if it is, let's say 2 cedis, how much are you paying? If it is 2 cedis, they will add 4 pesos, 40 pesos. 40 pesos. 40 pesos to it. And so let's say it's a long journey. And you are paying, say, 50 cedis. You are going to pay 10 cedis in addition.
Making it 60.
Yes, so there's going to be 20% increment. And so you have to calculate it. No driver should deceive you. And in fact, even per checks, some drivers have started taking the fares, the increment, because they feel that when the fuel price actually rised up at the pump, they paid directly from there. Nobody told them to wait till whatever time, because before they actually buy it. And so definitely they can't wait.
No, but the thing is, even if we are increasing it before the set date or the set time, if the concerned drivers union hadn't said that we need to increase it, it wouldn't have. You understand?
You don't have to even do that. So
exactly.
So I think they've come out to say that no driver should actually take the fare.
Yeah. So, until the 13th.
And you do not have to take more than 20%.
Exactly.
And so I know that some drivers will go overboard and do other things.
Yeah, true.
But we encourage all of us that it is not right for you to take unwarranted fares. I think we should be fair to all of us.
Exactly.
And take the appropriate fare.
Exactly.
So if you are paying 2 cedis and they are taking 1 cedi in addition, it is wrong.
It's outrageous. Even 50% is outrageous.
Yes, because it's 40%. Yeah. But so who will take the 40%? Maybe they will make it 50%.
Definitely.
Yeah, you know, these are drivers who has 40%. Probably you have it, but they will just square it up and just round it and make it 50%.
All right. So, I think we have to move straight.
It's a sad story.
It's very sad. It's very sad because already we are having issues. Yes, we are having issues with the economy. You know, prices of goods going up. A lot of things. You know, because I was telling somebody yesterday that you have just 200 cedis and just in a day it's like done. You're like, what did I even use it for? Then you calculate. Yeah, it's true. You calculate, okay, transport, you buy food. No, you don't have anything less than 5 cedis now. Like it's impossible.
Now kenke, if you buy 3 cedis kenke,
I'm telling
so
you.
So kenke, you have to buy 4
cedis
or 5 cedis. You see,
my place is from 5 cedis, and the before it was even 4 cedis. They were selling at 5 cedis.
Me, I enjoy kenke a lot.
Yes.
And so I'm passionate about talking about kenke. I'm very passionate about kenke.
Too bad.
Now, if you go and buy the kenke, now fish in Ghana, I don't know. We have to
like I don't even want to talk about that. I don't even want to talk about it. Like it's very bad.
Small fish, 15 cedis. Small fish, oh. So if you buy kenke 4 cedis. You can't say you buy kenke 2 without fish. So you buy kenke 2, let's say 5 cedis 2, 10 cedis. Then you buy fish, 15 cedis.
Spent already 25 cedis.
Kenke, first look at 10 cedis, 5 cedis. Where the kenke
I'm telling you. Then you can add a crab.
Do you know that some kenke sellers are actually deliberating on whether they should even give pepper?
They said they are also saying now that they might start selling the pepper.
Like how?
So the pepper can be sold for like 50 pesos if you need pepper. Like unless I grind it in my house. So honestly,
because they are saying that Charlie, the tomato prices have increased. Yeah. The pepper prices it has increased, and so they can't, because if you buy a sack of buy a box of tomatoes, no why are they? And so they are also saying that Charlie, we buy the pepper, we buy the tomato. It has been increased. The onion has been increased. Some of us, if we buy the kenke, Jenny come.
And even now that they want to increase the fares and everything, it's going to automatically increase the prices of goods and services right now. Because definitely, if trucks are to bring it from the villages here to Accra, they are going to charge outrageous prices. And definitely when they bring it, we are going to have an increment in products and services too as well, because already we are seeing it, and now the fares are going to be increased. And even if we tell them, oh madam, oh wait there, say, hey namu they want to say
too first. And you know that let's say if a trucker takes your, say, when they transport your goods from the farm to the market.
The market.
Previously, if they were taking, say, 200 cedis, the increment is now 40 cedis.
40 cedis.
Yes.
40 cedis.
And naturally, offer load now, it be 500. You get it? That means if you were paying 500, you're going to pay extra 100 cedis.
Yes.
That is going to be 600
cedis.
So, Obi will offer say be a 20% increment, you know, and no yet. But of course, if you are paying, say, 3 cedis, 2 cedis, as transfer fare from your home to wherever you are going, that's why you won't really feel it like that. But if people are paying like 500 cedis to transport their maize, their tomato, their cashew, everything, they have to pay 100 cedis extra before you have to pay for probably tax and all those stuffs. 100 cedis extra, and some of these drivers, the 20 cedis, no, because 20%, no, because oh, I mean, we've been count. You get it? No, they are count. Then you pay for it.
Workers say it's for maintenance.
It's for maintenance.
But
it's serious.
It's sad. I think we have to move straight to the front pages now. So we can start off with the first newspaper, which is the Meridian newspaper, and written boldly. I'm very heartbroken, honestly, with the increment of the first. Like, honestly, I'm so heartbroken.
And the okay, it's okay.
All right. So it says here that Dr. Baumia denounces LGBTQ+. So the story you can read on page 2 of the Meridian newspaper. We also have Dr. Buako empowers artisans and apprentices in Tano North. We also have government deepens accountability with rollout of performance tracker. So this is all we have for you on the Meridian newspaper this morning.
On the Daily Post newspaper, MPs and DCs of Afram Plains in meeting with Volta Lake Transport Company to discuss challenges of ferry services. And so that is the Daily Post for you. And ignore NPP, free SHS will thrive under Mahama. APAC says. And 2024 post, I am not a clearing agent. I won't interfere in corruption fight. Mahama tells Ghanaians. And Akufo-Addo's claims about Electrochem Limited Sea Salt Farming Project at Adan are lies. Akufo-Addo's claims about Electrochem Limited Sea Salt Farming Project at Adan are lies, says Adan Songo Lagoon Association. And I think that is all we have on the Daily Post newspaper.
All right, so let's move on to the Metro Lens newspaper for today, Friday, 12th of April, 2024. Says Anodon Press slams bias global info analytics.
Info analytics,
info analytics, and then it says get real JM is the past. So the story you can read its details on page 6.
So the info analytics actually says that JM is actually leading in the 2024 elections, and so they are saying that JM is past, and so he cannot win the elections.
So let's see what happens. I always tell or advise Ghanaians that make sure that on the 7th of December you go there and cast your vote, because it's your vote that will determine whether or not he wins or loses.
You have to be part of it.
Yeah, please, let's be very patriotic when it comes to the voting right here in the country. Vote for your preferred candidate to lead the country. So we also have you are alien. Back off Ejisu seat, MPP delegate Chase Nyantechi, that is Dr. Kwesi Nyantechi, as he is a parliamentary candidate aspirant for the New Patriotic Party in Ejisu. So the delegates in Ejisu are saying that, please, we do not know you. They are saying they do not know Kwesi Nyantechi, but since they are 9, let's see who takes over that very seat. But then withstanding, we also have the NDC too as well that are also yet to respond whether or not they will have someone.
NDC says they are going to respond on 16th, whether they are going to send a candidate to represent them or not.
So let's see what happens. And that place actually is a stronghold for the New Patriotic Party. So we don't know whether or not it could be maybe a surprise to many. Probably NDC can take up that seat or not, but let's hope and see what happens. So there's another story right here. Says I oppose LGBTQ+ and will oppose it as president, Baumia declares. And also we have Dr. Gideon Buako empowers artisans and apprentices in the Tano North constituency. So this is all we have for you on the front page of the Metro Lens newspaper today.
Now we move to the paper that reports without fear or favor, the Daily Analyst newspaper. And it says that Idil Fitr, my faith is strictly against homosexuality. Baumia issues firm stance on LGBTQ+. And Tano North, Gideon Buako empowers artisans and road apprentice. Government heavy indebtedness to GNPC risks collapsing oil company. And we have sister of late Komla Dumo, Mawena Tegbra, is dead. That's so sad. That's so sad. And we've not endorsed any presidential candidate. Guta president tells Ghanaians. Government performance tracker a misplaced priority. NDC opposes that. This is all we have on the Daily Analyst newspaper.
Okay, so we're moving on to the Republic Press today, and it says Balmea ruffles feathers as it takes hard stance against LGBTQ plus bill. LGBTQ.
Yeah.
Yes, and also we have I'm not a clearing agent. I won't interfere in corruption fights, says the flag bearer of the National Democratic Congress, that is John Dramani Mahama. We also have demonstrate good character. Sheikh Shaibu tells Muslims. So the story you can read in page 7 of the Republic Press newspaper. And also we have a very interesting story right here. It says Central Region, man 37 allegedly drowns in River Pra over heartbreak. Man 37 allegedly drowns in River Pra. Have you been heartbroken before?
It's sad. Oh yes, heartbreaks happens, you know.
Yes.
Sometimes it can be business, about career, it's about life, it's about relationship.
The main thing.
I think most of the times, a lot of people, I don't have the statistics, but I think that's usually what we see. That a lot of people, when their relationship is torn apart, that's the time that they really have such a very down moment. But over heartbreak, will this actually be about relationship or something?
Probably.
Yeah, but it's bad. It's sad. I think that if guys in particular, if you're facing problem, I think it is very difficult for men to have help. Like to get help, because a lot of them do not even discuss their problem.
Yes, sure.
Yes, I think that women, when they are sad, they go all out, they cry, they share their thoughts, they come out loud. But most men do not do that. So they harbor the issue, and anytime you ask them, "Are you okay?" they say, "Oh, I'm fine." But deep down, they are suffering a lot. So I think that I encourage all of us as men, as guys, as boys, as youth. And if it goes beyond that, if, as a lady, because some ladies too do not really share their problems. And so I think that the best thing to do is to seek for proper advice and care from the experts. Anytime you're having a broken heart issue. Because broken heart is a serious thing.
It's a serious thing.
Yes, it's a very serious thing. And I know that it has not really, it's not limited to relationship actually. Sometimes it's about your career. Sometimes that's business. Sometimes that contract. You don't get it and it shakes you a bit. And so anytime we experience that down moment, we should be able to seek for proper health care. This boils down to the conversation we're going to have, the public health issue. How do we even take care of people who actually come out on social media to even say that I am suffering? A typical example is this man, Fanny Faith. I believe that, and Abina Koko and the others. Sometimes somebody experiences, say, some sort of breakdown, and you go on Twitter or X, and he's trending. The person is trending. People are saying, "Oh, I can't even describe it." Sometimes when you go on online and you see some comments, people actually put out there concerning maybe issues that people are facing. I ask myself, have you been through that situation before? Have you been through any bad situation before? You understand how people feel when they are broken-hearted or are facing a very serious problem in their life at a particular time. So I think that it's a conversation that we need to take up. We need to start a conversation on that.
Yes, definitely. So I think we have some few others here. We have some few other stories right here. And the final two paper says, Scholarship Secretariat on tenterhooks as OSP intensifies spokes, and also we have UK returns Asante Loot. So that is all we have for you on the Republic Press newspaper today.
And we know that the First Estate has actually done investigations into the Scholarship Secretariat, and they've found out that a lot of the government appointees or people in government are giving the scholarships to their relatives, and they are the very people that associate with them, and people that do not deserve it are getting it. People are even getting double scholarships, and so the scholarship is actually meant for brilliant but needy people. But it means that, and of course, so the Fourth Estate is saying that per their checks, the people that are getting the scholarship, some are not actually needy. they are brilliant, all right, but they are rich. Or some are even richer and not needy. You get it? And so, and some can even be rich at the same time, not brilliant, but they will still get it. And so I think that, and the NDC Youth Organizer petitioned OSP to actually start an investigation to this matter. But the OSP actually came out to say that a presser from the Office of the Special Prosecutor came out to say that they've even started investigation since last year, July 2023. They've started investigations because they realized that there are a lot of loopholes and corruptions in there. And so they are actually not starting this now. They've started investigations even way
before.
Yes, 2023. And so we should know that they are working. And so we know that since he has come out to say this, then probably in due time they're going to give us some findings. And I think we'll take it from there. And UK retains Asante loot. I don't know but they said that it's on loan. You have to pay. I believe that it's a good thing for them to return it. The Asante Kingdom should also keep it, get a museum for it, make sure people also come, observe it and pay some money. And also, I believe that since they looted the thing, we shouldn't pay for it. Let's have renegotiations. And no more fan chain. And I was saying, that's the normal fan chain. So I think that's on the Republic newspaper. Now we go to the new crusading, the weekend crusading guide. And so the first thing we see here is propaganda ends as Bawumia breaks long silence on LGBTQs. The popular story making the trends this morning. And of course, delegates consider Kwesi Nyantakyi outsider. And this is coming from some delegates from the Ejisu constituency. Wow. I think this is also propaganda. Because we have 9 delegates. Why are they talking particularly about Nyantakyi?
They're saying they don't actually know him. He hasn't really participated or done anything in the community for them, so they don't know why they have to consider him. Yeah, so let's see what happens. I always say that so far as the election date has been scheduled, who wins, we are yet to find out. All
right, okay. And so the performance tracker states assets not for NPP. In fact, Dennis Miracles Abuaje says the performance tracker states assets not for NPP. And so the performance tracker is actually a website or an app that actually, if you go there, you can be able to find out some infrastructural projects that the government has done. And so if you go there, you can find out that, okay, in central region, the government has been able to do A, B, C, D projects. And they've completed this and that, and this is in progress. And so, Kojo Opon Nkrumah, the housing minister, he's saying that Works and Housing Minister. He's saying that this is a good thing. This will actually make Ghanaians believe in what the government says. And this is going to fight against misinformation. So if you want to know the projects that government has done, you have to just go there. It's not mere words. He is saying that, you know that previously people actually alleged that, oh, the government says it's constructed this road, but in reality it is not there. They will just design something and just put it on the website or any book, and they will just say, oh, we've done this and that. And so the performance tracker actually gives you the concrete evidence of what is happening. But my point is that if you are able to print, if you are able to design a constructed project and you print it in a book, what shows that this design cannot just be duplicated onto the website?
Exactly.
It can happen. But anyway, if it cannot happen, then we have to see real pictures and not designed or anything that we cannot believe. And so yes, I think that's what we have on the New Crusading Guide newspaper.
All right, so we are moving on to the Ghanaian Observer newspaper today, and it says, I will not support LGBTQ plus in Ghana, Bawumia. So this is from the flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, as he's saying that if he's elected president of the Republic of Ghana, he's not going to at all support. And I think still we have a whole lot of stories popping up on the other newspapers, and it's all related to the LGBTQ statements by the flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, and also some relatable stories surrounding the election 2024. So I guess this is all for the
this is how we wrap up
today.
on the Matters Arising segment. In fact, Bawumia, in fact, a lot of people were actually waiting for Bawumia to have a stance, and so he's definitely come out to say that LGBTQ, he's not going to accept that as a vice president, and even if the Ghanaian people actually vote for him as a president, he is not going to accept that. And so he was silent about the bill, but people are saying that, why didn't he talk about the bill? Just tell us, do you really tell your boss, President Ado, to... I think that if he's against it, then he should be able to convince his president, his boss, his everything, his man, to assent to the bill, right? Sure. Yeah. So I think that's all we have for you on the Matters Arising segment. Yes. We have more. We have more for you. Sabara, can you tell them? Yes. It should be in a box.
We have a surprise for them actually. Yeah. I am so much in anticipation for this very segment of ours. But then a quick reminder that we are streaming live on our YouTube platform at HSTV Live GH. Well, to like, comment, be interactive on that very page. Share in your thoughts, share in your comments. We are here to help guide and also respond to everything that you have to say. As Shadrach stated earlier, we'll one way or the other open the phone lines today so that we can stay interactive today. Today promises to be very exciting. It's a Friday edition, so anything can happen on Friday.
Good music. Good music.
Good